Angad was a part of the public schooling system in Cobb County for 5 years, and every year was a challenge where what we believe are the strengths of our child were never leveraged, and we could see our child losing what he's good at.
He has problems, with the debt issues, climbing up and climbing down the stairs, sometimes new heights, things. Educators, a lot of mathematical things, issues around learning, reading have been big. He has shown great improvement in certain years, but because there wasn't the teacher changes, the school changes, the program changes, you lose out, and then again you start from ground zero to build up, come to the certain point, and again something happens in the educational plan, and again you have lost out. So we haven't been able to see those big milestones in education.
Like all of us, I think all of us, thrive when we have some consistency in what we are expected to receive, and people who believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. The last 6 years have been inconsistent to say the least. And if you have a group of people who don't believe in you and discard you before you start, you will never grow. So that's the biggest thing. Whenever he's found somebody who says, hey, I believe in you, he has tried his best to prove them right. And when people have said, you're not going to get anywhere, that's sort of, and we saw it in the last year in public school, that's pushed him into a shell where he started losing his self-confidence. That is his biggest strength. And which was,
last year was an equally tough year because he went into depression, and he stopped making eye contact. His biggest strength was socialization. He stopped meeting people. He would walk with his head down. In the public school, there were days when he would get up and say that
he'd cry. I don't want to go to school.
Or my stomach is hurting, my leg is hurting, my head is hurting. And whatever milestones that he had gained in the previous years, he
lost everything.
He lost everything.
That 1 year washed away whatever he'd done in 10 years prior to that.
Yeah.
That was
a really tough year for us and for Angad.
Yeah.
Very tough.
And I think that was the decision point. Maybe we should have done something earlier, but that's when Aarti and I said, we have to do something, we have to do it right away before it gets too late. The way I see Angad is, he's somebody who knows never to give up.
Yeah.
He will get what he wants, no matter what it takes.
Angad is extremely social person. He loves to be in the company of other people. He is a learner who thrives by having that emotional connection with his teacher or the adult that he's working with.
I guess people have never realized the strengths of anybody who has different abilities had we not had Angad. He's changed our life.
He gives so much of love, unconditional love to not only us, but I think the people that are in his world. I had heard a lot about Jacob's Ladder from my friends, but I also learned that it was an expensive school, and I also knew it was a school for the perception was, and I say that was perception was for disabled, very involved children. And every parent would tell me, oh, Angad, this is not for this school. But then I went through every private school when we were looking for an option for a public school, and I realized that none of the private schools, some of them just felt that Angad would not fit into their curriculum and the school systems. The others who were willing to talk to us were not giving or understanding where Angad was. It was like he had to adjust to their programs, and they would be doing us a kind of an accommodation to get him into that school setting, which was not what I was looking for. I wanted a place, an environment which would say, hey, this is the child where he is, and we accept him for what he is, his strengths and his weaknesses, and help him grow, especially in his weaknesses. When we went through the entire process and met the staff and met Amy, I think there is certain purity, if I can use that word, certain genuineness in that conversation that we had that put me at so much of ease. Even when we left that place and we had that big feel in our mind, we had actually, I think at the back of mind, made a decision that we are coming back to it. It's because I believed in the people, and it's a great program that Jacob's Ladder does. But I think more than
People
the
make the
program,
program.
it was the people
who
who
make the
convinced us that these are the people who are very sincere about the work that they're doing, and that made me feel very safe to look Angad there.
For me, it was more. I think when we talked to Amy, it was about, I believe in your son,
Yeah.
and I know he can do good. It was not like, okay, I'm going to just, he can do it. It was like, he will do it, and we'll help you. And that's like, we walked out of here in Aarti, and I said, that's it. We have to send our son here, and this is the right place.
In educationally also, he is counting by fives, which was a struggle. He used to count by 10, but now he's doing counting by fives. He is reading on his own, not as in a book, but just walking down the road, he makes an attempt to put words together and read. His gross motor skills have improved. He is running so confidently. He's walking so confidently, which is great. I know what it was making this decision to move to Jacob's Ladder from a public school system, and I think that opportunity, if a parent wants to have for his or her child, that should be provided. I think it's a great opportunity for them to take that things, and I am all for it. I think I wouldn't have said it a couple of months back, but having gone through it and going through Jacob's Ladder, I think it's a great opportunity.
Every child deserves the opportunity. So we talk about a better tomorrow for our children. So this is about investing. So I guess an investment is not driven by your abilities. So every child deserves the same chance. This is one of the better decisions we made for our child. We definitely believe that our son will do something. He'll be an independent human being who's not going to be dependent. And Jacob's Ladder has helped us, or has the same set of beliefs about our child, that he's going to get somewhere in life. He's not going to have the same tag or be discarded. And I think that's what every child should have. Our son is different, so is everybody else. So we're not ashamed of that fact. The fact is, the reason he's different, that's why a lot of people...
That's what makes Angad.
That's what makes Angad.
I think he is the best thing that happened to our family.
So, 2 add 5 equals
7.
Okay. So, what is 6 take away 3? What was our answer? 6 take away 3 gave us... Nice and loud. 6 take away 3 gave us...
3.
Now, 2 add 5 gave us...
7.
Very nice job.